Hello, and welcome to Happy, Fit, and Strong, the podcast that helps us live life with intention, healthier, happier, and stronger. I am your host, Virginia Royer. I know, it's been a while since I posted an episode, but you know how life can get crazy sometime, especially during summertime. And let me tell you, it was quite a summer. I have to take care of a sick cat, my friend's cat, my car breakdown, and also I wanted to spend time with my kids and find a balance between working all the time, making it happen, and also go to the beach with them because life is so short and I want to spend time with them as much as I can. I am feeling pretty overwhelmed and pressure lately with all that and all that shit that I have to deal with. And the other day, a friend asked me, "What is your highlight of the summer?" And it took me a moment to think about it and to say, okay, that was not the best summer either, but I did some amazing things. I got the good news. I need to talk about that one day when I will be ready to share that enormous things that was going on. But it's over, so that's the good news. And also, I attend, as you say that, I attend the handover for the Olympic from Paris to LA, the concert with Snoop Dogg, Billie Eilish, and I did a lot of things that was amazing. So, it's complicated sometimes to face all the problem we have, but also it's in that kind of moment that you have to remind yourself to keep a positive attitude and to be grateful for the good things. So today I want to explore with you a powerful mindset shift that can literally transform your life. Saying thank you instead of fuck you. Yeah, you heard me. As the day I did is to say fuck you, and even if he makes you feel good on the moment, right? He doesn't bring any positive energy to your body, to your mind, to your soul. And starting saying thank you instead, he's way more powerful and way more rewarding. Let me explain. You know, life is full of challenges and frustrations. Seriously, whether, I don't know, it's a difficult coworker, a friend that upsets you, the kids that never listen and that really talk back to you, like, you know what I mean, the traffic in the freeway, that you have a personal setback, and even an ex that breaks your heart. And, it's so easy to react with anger and with frustration. But for what? At the end of the day, for what? Nothing is good for you when you let your anger and frustrations lead your life. Seriously. What if you could change your perspective and respond with gratitude instead? Like sounds delusional, right? And really, it's hard to do it. But hear me out and don't underestimate the power of gratitude. Practicing gratitude is the best way to create effective change in your life. Research has shown that practicing gratitude can improve not only your mental and physical health, but also enhance relationship and even boost your immune system. And I know what I'm talking about because, when I get out and I was in a transition with the abusive relationship, it took me a little bit of work, but when I start practicing gratitude, let me tell you that my life changed in a positive way. So, why not start with it? Gratitude rewires your brain to look for the good in every situation, even if it sounds like a shitty situation. And it reduces stress, it improves sleep, and most likely you feel better. Let me tell you, you feel better. I'm not joking. Since I start to wake up every morning with gratitude thoughts, my overall life has improved. As I told you, I start when I left my ex-abuser and it was life-saving. And you know, even when I wake up a little bit, so blue, stressed, overwhelmed, and let me tell you, I'm going for shit. Shit is everywhere all the time. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it's like every day is a new thing coming up, coming up, coming up. And, you know, every morning I gather my thoughts and say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sometimes it's not super deep, it's not overthinking. Sometimes it's just thank you to be here, thank you to be alive, thank you. But it's all about shifting your focus from what's going wrong to what's going right. And it's not super easy to do. You know, when you wake up and all your problems start to come to you and you feel defeated. Did you ever feel that? Like, you wake up in the morning and say, what I will do today? So shift the focus, and it's like the sky become suddenly a little bit more blue. You know, instead of filling up your thought with negativity, you create a positivity around you. And so you can go on with your day and you feel equipped to face anything. It can be for all of the little things in your life, like things that you don't even realize how much it brings negativity to you. Seriously, who never gets upset with someone? I don't know, for example, someone that cut you off in a traffic and you're already late, and your immediate reaction is to get a rush of anger and frustration and to curse and to yell like, oh, fuck you, what are you doing? I'm sure it's happened to you too. Well, first, the other person cannot hear you. We know that, but it's like we need to let it out. But imagine that you shift your attitude and say, thank you for reminding me to drive safe. Yeah, it sounds nothing, but if you act like that and you're turning a negative experience into a positive one. So let me tell you, it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. It's like you have to train your brain and your mind to shift perspective. But sometimes you don't realize it, so you have to work on that. And let's talk also about a really, really particularly challenging situation dealing with a breakup. Yeah, we all went through that, right? And breakups are hard, and it's normal to feel hurt. It's normal to feel angry, frustrated, and even resentful after a relationship ends. Yeah, it's not easy to deal with all this feeling, and the easy road is to say, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, it's such an ass, and jump into a resentful spiral and negativity. But for what? Feeling better? Releasing your anger? It's a quick fix, not a healing. You might feel better at first, but it will not last because, my opinion, is like focusing on the pain and just trying to deny all the good. So what if, instead of focusing on that pain, feeling sorry for yourself and saying, why me? What did he leave me? What did I do? What can I do to have him back? What if, instead, you are trying to find reason to be grateful? Sounds crazy, right? Why do you want to be grateful for to have your heart shattered in pieces and that pain is really real? What could you be grateful for when you feel such of anger and abandonment and betrayal, right? After my own breakup, I initially felt a lot of anger, but mostly disappointment. Like I was wondering, what was that? Little reminder, he blindsided me. Like one day I was the love of his life, and the day after he wanted to move out. My heart was broken, literally. And I was only focusing on that tremendous pain. And I was like, why? Why did he love me? What did I do as an asshole? And who's treating people like that? It was really, really complicated moment for me because I was sure that it was the love of my life. But over time, I start to realize that the only person I was hurting again and again and again and again was myself. And that was only slowing the healing process. Because anyway, no matter if you break up with someone or if someone breaks up with you, you need to heal. And time will do its part, but there is no timeline for your healing. You can absolutely take the time you need. It's your healing. It's your story. It's a process, but the more you're focusing on your pain, the less you are healing. If you keep reminding yourself, oh, it was so good, and this. Because the less you are healing, the more you are blocking yourself from welcoming what you really deserve. Think about that. The relationship ends. So that means that the relationship was not perfect. Even if you think it wasn't. Because one of the two parts decide to end it. No matter the reason, no matter if it's because he finds someone else, no matter because he doesn't feel happy, you have to start the healing process. Because in few months, in few years, you will wondering why your heart was feeling that way. You will wondering why you were so hurt. Because when you realize that the relationship was not the one you deserve, you will feel suddenly better. And you will like, why did I cry so much for him? Why? I realized that this relationship taught me important lessons about myself and what I need in a partner. It also pushed me to focus more on myself, my needs, my personal growth, and my well-being. Because I have the tendency to put myself second when we are in a relationship. So, see, focus on the positive. It taught me that. So first off, rule number 1, remind yourself that if the relationship ends, that means that ultimately something wasn't right. So this person leaving you is a blessing. It's hard to hear it, or to admit it, but it's a blessing. You don't want to be with someone who doesn't choose you with any hesitation. You're not a maybe. You are not a maybe. So you don't want to be with someone who doesn't see your worth, who doesn't value you the way you need to be valued. Because let's be real, do you really want to have by your side someone who is not 100% committed? I cried so much for someone who wasn't 100% committed with me. And when you realize that, yeah, it hurts a lot, but why I want to be with that person? You know what I mean? You don't want to be with someone who thinks that it's okay to flirt and chat on Instagram with other girls. No. Don't want to be with someone who always checking if something is better than you instead of watering what you have. Someone who doesn't accept your kids, for example. My relationship was not perfect because he wasn't accepting my kids the way he should have. You don't want someone who makes you feel guilty about your past, someone who treats you poorly, someone who doesn't make you feel emotionally safe, someone who doesn't support your dream, someone who always uses you for a lot of things but doesn't give you a lot. You see what I mean? I can go on and on with example because it's a lot. But a relationship should be easy, and you should be able to feel yourself all the time and not be ashamed of you, of your past, of whatever it is. You should feel yourself. You should be able to be yourself around that person. When I look back, I realized that I was sad for an idea. I was sad for potential that I was losing. But sometimes you need to lose this person because it's not a real loss. Because what is it? An hypothetical relationship with someone who's not honest with you? No. You have to be grateful for that. I really think it was my soulmate. So I was letting go a lot of the flaws that in a normal case, or if someone would have said me, hey, that's a red flag, I will have say, oh, yes, that is a red flag. But you know, when you have these glasses, like when you see all the good in people, and I have the tendency to always see the good in people. So I need to rewire my brain to say, hey, that's a red flag. I realized I was just a convenient girl. Listen to my previous episode. Don't be a convenient girl. You are not. I was too nice. And being too nice is the open door for opportunists, users, abusers, and assholes. That doesn't mean that he didn't like me or appreciate me or even love me. I don't know. So, but instead of being so upset and bitter and saying fuck you, say thank you and move on. And when I start to say thank you, that was a life changing. You know, all the sadness and tears for someone who, in the end, offers you a favor by showing you his real face are not worth it. He offers you a favor. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you for showing me that I deserve better. Thank you for showing me that I can be loved and that I know how to love someone. When you say thank you, you are growing. And suddenly you realize that you need to be with someone who is scared to lose you, who will love you the most beautiful way. You know, not someone who makes you feel insecure and wonder if something is wrong with you. No, because nothing is wrong with you. So all this anger and this sadness, you know, even he doesn't know about it. Yeah, maybe it's on the arch, but he doesn't care at all. Let me tell you, you're only hurting yourself by saying thank you, and spiraling. Nope. So you have to stop that. Every time I was missing him, because I did miss him, and I was feeling sad and I was starting to spiraling, I really shake it off and say thank you. It's hard to do, but why you want to fill up your life, your body, your energy with negativity? Seriously, because that's the only person you hurt is you. So shift your mind and see the gift. You have to focus on what is the gift that this person offering you. You know, 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, no matter how long was the relationship, it's a gift that the universe is offering you to get out of your blindness, to romanticize your relationship. And think about all the bullshit that you are saving. Because when you're with someone like that and there's like a little bit of bullshit, suddenly it become more bullshit. And you don't want that in your life. You don't want that energy. And life is all about energy. So you want to preserve yourself. So that's a gift that he gave it to you. You are now free of bullshit. And that's a blessing. That's a blessing. So anyway, shifting your focus, shifting your mindset like that is not easy to do. So I will give you some tips, that things that you can do to shift your perspective, especially after a breakup. So pause and reflect. When you feel a frustration rising, is what I was telling you, like sometimes I was missing him and sometimes I have a rush of frustration. Like take a deep breath, a deep breath, and pause. Reflect on the situation, on the fact, and find something to be grateful for. Sometimes I say thank you for make me feel loved, because at one point I was feeling loved. So 2, practice mindfulness. Mindfulness can help you to stay in the present and be aware of your reaction. Because I don't know you, but my mind can go crazy, like thinking and overthinking. And so if you catch yourself before reacting negatively, you can shift to a positive reaction. Did you ever catch yourself spiraling after a breakup, especially like rethinking about everything, every moment, what you could have done differently? You feel so angry. No. Shake it off, and stay in the present moment. What you have, who you are with, what you can do for yourself, that's the most important. Shake it off. 3, keep a gratitude journal. It's really good to write down things that you are grateful for each day. It can seem nothing, but it really helps to train your brain to focus on the positive, because sometimes we are so busy with life that we don't even see the positive. We are so busy dealing with bullshit that we don't see the positive. So it's help every day doing a little journal, even if it's one sentence. 4, reframe your thoughts. Challenge yourself to change your negative thoughts into positive ones. Instead of thinking, why is this happening to me? Think, what can I learn from this experience? What can I learn from that breakup? You know? I can take the car example to get out of the relationship. My car broke down again, making me feel so stuck. And I felt stuck for a long time with that car because I know it was about to die. So I can take it like a sign that I need to move forward and I need to take the risk to change the car. It scares the hell out of me, but I have to do it. I have to make a decision. 5, express gratitude. Don't just think it, say it. Say thank you. Express your gratitude to others. Like, go and tell them thank you. So if you listen to my podcast, I want to say thank you. It was a beautiful parenthesis. I didn't like the end of the story, but thank you, because you taught me that I need to be more careful, and I know that I'm an amazing girlfriend. Anyway, a small thank you can make a huge difference. So say it. Say thank you. 6, focus on self-improvement. Use the end of the relationship as an opportunity to focus on yourself. What hobbies have you been neglected? What goals you can now pursue with more focus? Remember, it's easy in a relationship, especially when you're a giver, to neglect yourself and constantly please the other person. So, thank you for the breakup and the reminder that I matter too. Seriously. Now I focus more on myself. I launched my podcast. I am almost about to publish my book. I know, stay tuned. And all these things that I wanted to do, I will make it happen. I run a marathon. I'm doing a lot of things that I will have never done if I was still in this relationship. So to wrap up, remember that shifting your perspective from fuck you to thank you is a powerful tool for improving your mental and emotional well-being. It takes practice. It's not easy, but the benefits are so worth it. So start small, be patient with yourself, and watch how your life transforms. And let me know, share with me your story. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Happy, Fit and Strong. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. And also share it with your friend. I really appreciate when you do that. Stay happy, stay fit, stay strong. Until next time, I love you. Bye-bye.